Ladies and gentlemen, we are back and on the precipice of an exciting new grinding spot. I believe that we will be down here for just as long as it takes to gain back our craft points, and boy, is this a familiar sight. These sewers. I can imagine that going into the Roulette sewers is a core gaming memory of a lot of people out there. Just hanging out, grinding up. Someone learned something, and I just mashed past it. Either James, Solaris, thank you. We're having chili dogs for dinner tonight. Well, that sounds like a good night to me. How much from scratch are those? You actually had to make the chili?
Savor the victory.
Oh. And I, gotta remember to let Zin say his line so I can hear the voice clip. He was telling us to savor our victory. We earned it.
Savor the victory. We earned it.
There you go. Olivier is still here. Must have grown back. He always does. By the way, I wanted to modify Olivier's stuff here. Now, what does it take to get White Gehenna again? That's gonna be 8 time... That's obviously 8 time 4 space and 2. 8 time 4 space, 2 mirage. So what doesn't Olivier have enough of? Let's... Really? He was just missing 1 point in time? Sheesh. If I'm really honest, all I need to do is make that 8 is to make that action 2 into an action 3 and he'll be set. Dagnabbit. What do we have in here? Okay, we have a deeper level. Olivier growing back from the death. Going back to death. Gonna live on in your head rent-free. I'm sure he would be absolutely tickled to know that he's living in your head rent-free. For any reason. You've got a second enemy type. The Great Moths! Mothman! You don't need to feel down, I said Mothman!
Enjoy the show.
Man. How long has it been since Oberon came out in FGO? That was one of my bigger streams. Well, probably one of the biggest streams was... well, it's kind of interesting. The history of how successful my streams have been. Alright, we're gonna need some good area of effect damage going on here. So rent-free that they have to say it twice. Understandable. Olivier has a way of doing that. Yeah, so when I get back in town, all I need to do is just to... Oh, my goodness. We'll go shopping. I'll get myself an Action 3, slap that on Olivier. Unless someone else is an Action 3. Action 2, Action 2, Action 2. Oh, everyone has Action 2. A group of vicious monsters are prowling around. Huh. Alright, let's see where my health is at. I'm at full. Exterminate. That's a lot of them. That is some math that ain't mathin', but nothing white guy. Well, actually, this is gonna be tricky. Because that white Gehenna is gonna hit where they are, but it's not gonna hit them where they're gonna be. Let's see. Yeah. Not gonna hit where they're gonna be. That's why I put Zin all the way up there, so that he could try to keep them all gathered up in one place. Excuse me? Do these guys one-shot or some such? Or is Zin just that compromised? What happened there? How did I take like 800 damage in one go? You got a death blown. Ah, I see. It never happened to me before, so it's easy to forget that it's even a possibility. Oh well. He's level 33, he'll be fine. We exterminated the monsters in here. I say, didn't you loot me once already? Why, yes, talking chest, I have. And now I'm just gonna run right back where I came from and be a whole lot more careful around those mole people. And then I'm gonna have to get Zin's craft points all the way back up. Do you eventually get arts that are able to revive people from KO? Is that something if you get enough water? I mean, there are items for doing that, obviously, but I'm very big on the elixir effect. $200 for the night. Sheesh. Thalos and Athelos. Let's see. Looks like I don't have quite enough water. Or does it require a little bit more than water? Do I need to throw in some other elements as well? Anyway, good opportunity to grab off Action 3. Chloe had those, if I remember. Yeah? But I kind of had the tunnel vision for most of the streams here, so probably did not have my eyes open well enough. Here we go. Action 3. Take this, Olivier. Are you gonna get White Gehenna now. There it is! I even got Clock Up EX! Which is very nice. Where do I see my sepith counts? There it is. So, I can't get very many of those. Alright. Didn't know that there's a whole area down there. Then again, we are much later in the game than were the original, incorrect. The first sewers were at the very beginning of the game were a little bit further than the beginning of the game. Lockup EX is busted, you saying? 2 Earth, 4 Water, 1 Mirage. Ah, the yellow. Wonder what would happen to all of my stuff if I were to just get a, Oh wait, it needs to be all in one lane. That's what's going on here. Okay. Hi there, Matthew. So I got all of my stuff on this side here. I got all my stuff on this side here. So EP2, if I were to put EP cut on here, I would just lose stuff. But let's see. Yeah. Fascinating. Swap out one of the Earth ports? Really? So all of her Earth is on one lane. All of her water is on another lane. So that's gonna be interesting. So what happens if I swap some of these? So if we take the defense 2 over here, what is that gonna give us? If we put the mine 3 over here, what's that gonna give us? Ah, looks like it was giving us everything that we need. Revives and heals 100 HP. So you told me to swap out action for oh, she's already got how much was Mirage? Mirage was the yellow one, right? No, that's space. Mirage is the. Okay, so that's on both lanes. Oh, Athelis isn't in this game, but Thalos is. Yeah, you had the day off from work, so you caught up on sleep. Very important. I've had to do that sometimes, and oh, but now I don't have Earth Wall anymore. All right. What if I took this mind, put this defense, and then I throw this defense on here, this mind over here? No, that won't work. I'm guessing that we need a dedicated character for to get like the highest level stuff, huh? What if I swap Petrify in mind? Let's see. Yeah, looks like I can't have Earth Wall on the same thing. Well, I guess Zin will be my dedicated Earth Waller for right now. All right, let's go back in and see if we can't actually explore the whole area. That one petrified guy. Come on, Gary, it's a race! Alright, in order to get more craft points, I am going to have Zin taunt these guys. And by gaining more points, I guess that means lose all of them. Well, these guys having a superior guard up allows this fight to go on a lot longer. It's too late to be appealing to Kirby right now. EP2 is the one that I wanted on Estelle. And it was, what was the, this requires, Two Earth, 4 Water, 1 Mirage. So, Earth, Water, and Mirage, the only thing that doesn't serve that is action. But I want action, because being slow is no fun. What happens if I relocate action? Oh, let's see. So we have 3. We have 3 on here, and we have 3 on here. So maybe I should just pick up a defense 3. That could possibly solve everything. Put action on the blue line. How much? Oh wait, I know what you mean. No, that won't work. Oh, just swap HP in mind. Then again, do I really need HP? Because now the blue line is kind of a dump stat for everything. So if I want to put something a little bit different on Estelle, I might be able to get that going. Could be interesting. What will actually give me something new here? Maybe get myself a little bit of Chaos Brand. Or Sylvan Guard? Well, what do you think is better than HP? Maybe some hit, just because that seems to be my brand right now. Or maybe just a straight up EP. Well, EP cut won't go for any of the ones that she'll actually use. Give yourself some agility. If they trust this doesn't need the HP, they can use it as a see fit. I'll keep HP on. Alright. This place has a couple of paths going around. See, I can't be quite sure. Oh, we gotta level up. Estelle is indeed a support character for me right now. Maybe I'll change that later on. If I'm able to bring Tita with me into the end game, then I imagine that she is going to be hard support, and that allows me to do be a lot more flexible with other characters. This was to the monsters, right? Cast? That's a good one. If I even have any cast. I do not have any cast on me. What color is cast? Is that one also a black quartz? Ah. A Tira Bomb. Don't be shocked now, but it's empty. You're the dramatic chipmunk. Ah, come on. Dang on, turbo mode. Ah, here's how we get that. Another Tira Bomb. Are you surprised that the chest is empty? A little bit, yes. Oh no, they got quickness. Quickness old pizza. Let me see here. You can heal all them peoples. Oh. I want Zin to get more hits in. Does Zin even have any action, now that I think about it? He does, he has action too. So that portion was just a side area the entire time. Okay, done everything over here. Very nice. Looks like there wasn't that much more to this area. Then again, we do have a bunch of rooms. Tira Bomb! It's just empty because you emptied it! Faith! Giving me hints of Link's Awakening over here. Oh, okay. We need to pull that lever to move this wall. This is a lot more extensive an area than what they branded it as. Just a grinding place. You know, it does make sense that the time magic would have all the capabilities that make me faster. Okay, so everybody is full up on their craft points except for Zin. And it seems like getting Zin up to full craft points is kind of an exercise. Oh my goodness. These freaking moths. Let's bully the enemy with the least amount of HP. What's your plan? Just keep on buffing yourself up and be capable of absolutely nothing? That 800 HP hit, though. It does make sense that the black quartz that allows me to act faster is known as the time quartz. Yeah, more like Gehenna. Now when you're casting a whole bunch of arts, you get all these circles on the ground. How fun. Although it now occurs to me just how risky a proposition it is to have an attack that targets the ground instead of an enemy. The enemy is guaranteed to hit at least one person, but it's very easy to whiff when you're targeting the ground. Let me see. So I've already been here. This was where the monsters were. Huh. Have I done everything over here? Yes, I do believe I have. Everything I can, at least. And then I've already gone through that way. So all that's left for me is to go... Oh my goodness. Go down here. Ah, chomping spare rib. The chest is so empty, it hurts. What is a chomping spare rib? Is it actually food? It is. Flame grilled meat. Its spicy flavor grips the senses. Nice. Am I not able to do everything? Guardian belt and gladiator headband. I don't even have anything equipped onto Zin now that I think about it. The gladiator belt or gladiator headband. You get both this chapter. Well, guess I can, let me see here. Prevents poison, prevents freeze, sleep, blind, seal. Oh, we can keep Olivier from getting sealed. Increases the firing range of horrible guns and cannons. Oh, there it is. You know what, just because Zin got death blown, I'll go ahead and give that to you. And then this is all the elemental stuff. Well, guess we can give you the long barrel for the time being. And you can have... let's see... blind, sleep, freeze, poison, confuse. I'll give you, confuse. Resistance. Well, I guess the one craft that really matters is Joshua's AoE nuke. That really is the only one that that truly matters. But yeah, have I done everything in this area that I possibly can? Because if I go down here, yeah, if I go down here, all I've got is this chest and this one enemy. Unless there's some kind of hidden path that I'm not taking. You know, these guys have buffed themselves up. That's just asking for the white guy, you know? It might not actually even be worth using the arts on these guys now that I think about it, since the damage that they do is very minimal. Look at the conversation, and I thought, yeah, you both are on my server, so if you don't need to friend each other. If you share one server, then you can share DMs. Ah. Now I'm just on the lookout for any paths that I haven't taken, because we have all this up here. And I don't know how I'm supposed to get up there. There's all of that, and there's that lever, that thing that I pull in order to move that one wall. It could just be that I have to approach this place from a different angle. Zen, you act as if you don't have a hit quartz on you. Well, these enemies are infuriating. Yeah, Zen, you have a hit 3. What's with the whiffs? Yeah, it's starting to look to me like there's another way to enter. There's another entrance to this dungeon that allows me to access all of those goodies. Because I'm seeing those 2 chests with the monsters in them. I'm absolutely sure that they're both monsters. This is just going down here. Yeah, that's just getting a chest. So I guess I've seen everything in this area from this entrance. And would you look at that, I have achieved my goal.
That's that. Let's move out.
Right on time, in fact. Alright, we'll see about getting ourselves out of here. And this, I believe I've already explored everything down that way as well. Oh, thank you for that crit. Feels good to see.
Enjoy the show.
Yeah, it looks like I can get one more level in everyone easy. A 30 average. Feels good. Interesting how Superior Guard can only give 1 stack of defense. Even if it's stacked on by 2 different enemies. Alright, everybody start focusing. 1. There you go. If we're gonna triumph in the in our tournament arc, we need to learn how to work as a team. And not just throw our attacks wherever. There you go. Imagine that if I'm not splitting my attacks up. The enemies don't get that as much chance. Alright, level 30 all around. Although I can get Olivier up to level 31 if I do this like one more fight. Oh, here we go. That critical heal though. Yep, one more fight, Olivier gets up to level 31, and then I swear, we will get out of here. And it has really been 38 minutes, hasn't it? Speaking of having to catch up on sleep, I had to do that a little bit. A little bit of the reason why we started a little bit delayed. There we go. Alright, we're done here. We're done here. Let's plunge the depths of Olivier's boundless elemental points here to give ourselves a little bit of a top off. There we go. Now we are ready for the next round in the arena. Which is North Block. Not North Block, East Block. Boy, that man was going turbo mode without me going turbo mode. What powers does he possess? There we are. So we got our accessories on, we rearranged our orbments. We gained a couple levels. I'd say that this has been fruitful. Masters in! Welcome to the Grand Arena! Please note that tournament participants are asked to remain within the arena's walls until the end of today's matches. We have made the proper arrangements. Blue Team Hall. Good old Bluey. Oh, there you are. Well, well. Hi, Dorothy. Short time no see. Seeing as how we only just saw each other in Zeiss. Yeah, I know. I never dreamed you'd meet again in this life. I mean, since you got in so much trouble after you boarded that factory ship. Oh, much trouble. Well, well. This bears investigation. Whoa, whoa, wait, Dorothy! Can we maybe save that conversation for later? Eh? Anyway, I was gonna say, your friends here look kind of familiar. I seem to recall encountering you once in the city of Bose. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance once more, my uniquely charming lady. We passed by each other near the hot spring. Oh, I remember now. It's the drink and run guy and the bear in Eastern clothing. So Estelle, are you and Joshua fighting alongside those two in the competition? Yep, that's right. Run Zin's team, the bear in Eastern clothing, as you put it. So, what about you? Are you covering the event for the newspaper? Well, until yesterday I was working on another story. Neil told me this morning that I should check out the martial arts competition to see you guys. You're as strong as he said you were. This is gonna make for some great pictures. I hope so. Oh yeah, isn't Neil with you? I guess he had something important to check up on. It was disturbing me my slumber here. I see. I've never texted to a number before, and my family was talking about how to do that. I think he was up all last night wrestling with a bunch of papers or something. He told me today that he was going to talk to an old acquaintance. I see. Oh, and he wanted me to pass a message on to you. He wants you to come by the editorial department this evening. Whatever it is, he made it sound serious. Okay. We'll go after today's matches. Serious conversation. My old nemesis. Well, don't let it get you down. So if Olivier just doesn't know what to say, he just reverts to being a, he just reverts to his default freakiness. Gotcha. Oh, would you stop? It doesn't even have anything to do with you. How very cruel, Estelle. And after our passions burned so strongly together just yesterday, am I merely refuse? To be discarded when circumstance affords me no immediate use? Yes. Would you please stop talking like that? Wow, Estelle, I had no idea. Isn't he a little old for you, though? He's talking about the tournament. You're better off ignoring everything he says either way. I'm gonna go ahead and find a good seat so I can get the best shots. I'll be rooting for you guys. Good luck! She's quite the, unique sort of girl, isn't she? Yeah, between her and Olivier, I just get so drained. That just means we're relieving your stress before the match. She is a pretty skilled photographer, at least. Most of the photographs that have been published in the Library News lately were taken by her. Ah, impressive. In that case, I'll have to make sure our fight is one worth taking pictures of. Yeah, no kidding. I know we're facing, but we need to get psyched. Oh man, wouldn't it be awkward if we're in the same room with Lawrence this time, and we just have to shoot the breeze with the ops people this time? If they'll even go so far. Yeah, they're late. The match is due to start soon, so where's the other team? It is kind of strange. Maybe something's holding them up, or... Come on, get a move on! We're moving! Quit rushing us, alright? Yeah, why do things have to turn out like this? Come on, bro. Don't make it all sad on us now. We need to keep our spirits up in case we end up fighting them today. Well. But... You! So is your team? I should have known they wouldn't show up in a timely fashion. Guess we won't be fighting you lot today after all. Looks like you got lucky this time. I've been hoping we'd get matched up with you so we could give the She-Man there a lesson. Oh, you did not. Hey, no idle chatter. Or did you forget that it's only by His Grace's generosity that you're even in this competition? Come on now, soldier! You don't need to worry about this. Have we not been well behaved so far? And I just hope you decide to keep that up until you go back to jail. Don't even talk to them. You don't make any trouble, and we won't make any trouble for you. I don't think there'll be a problem. They want to clobber us tomorrow, after all. And I think you know this, but there's a full company of soldiers here in security detail. Don't even start imagining that you have any chance of escaping. We know already, we're not idiots. You guys are real an eyesore, so why don't you just go already? You little... Don't let this kid provoke you. She doesn't have the taunt ability. Just don't try any funny business. Hey, what's going on? How'd you guys wind up in the martial arts competition anyway? Is it really because Duke Dunin allowed it? Yeah, seems that way. He supposedly called for us specifically to participate. The better we do, the lighter a sentence gets. You've got to be kidding me. That's a little strange for a constitutional monarchy. It seems the Duke is a mischievous sort. Well, you won't see us complaining. Rather work off my sentence than spend it in prison. Then, that's not the only reason. Explain. Ah, shut it. It ain't any of your business anyhow. It matters to us. So if you're not here to fight us, then are you here to take on the Special Ops soldiers? What? How? Damn straight we are! I mean, you don't have very many options. Either you're here to take us on, who you have a personal history with, you're here to take on the other bracers, which we don't think you have any history with, and the Special Ops officers. So there are 3 more options. 3 more options. There we go. We're supposed to be our allies, and they screwed us over. They used us to help expand the Intelligence Division's influence, and tossed us aside. We're idiots, plain and simple. We got double-crossed, and that really sucks. Yeah, I suppose so. Come to think of it, even I feel kind of bad for you guys. Listen, we don't want your damn pity. You owe us. Don't you forget it. Explain. Don't you remember the last time we met? Be a bad thing if you-know-who found out that you snuck into Lyston Fortress, right? Oh. Clever? We don't like those jerks too much either, so we didn't say anything about you. You ought to thank us. That's actually really big of them. Don't know why they would do us that favor. They easily could have just said, "Yep, Estelle Bright and Joshua Bright came right on in here. Put them on the wanted list." But they didn't. You have to wonder. Indeed. Thank you for keeping it to yourselves. This certainly sounds interesting. I'd love to hear more. You hush! It was nothing. Uh-oh. I hate to interrupt, but I think we're starting shortly. We must apologize to everyone for the long wait. We now open to the second day of the martial arts competition. Let's start out by announcing the fight card of the 5th match. Southside Blue Team from the Calvard Republic, captained by the martial arts master Zin. Hey, that's us. Northside Red Team from the Bracer Guild Gransel branch. Kurt's team. I bet Duke Dunin thought, what team is going to promote the most drama? Well, we can put the Bracers against the Bracers. I have no idea what you just said, but go ahead and do it. Here we go. We're actually going to be fighting against Karna's crew. This won't be easy. We need to make sure that we don't get in Zin's way. No need to be so cautious. Your assistants will be just as good as any full-fledged Bracers. All we need to do is focus on winning. Right. We'll do our best. Let us be off to glory! What do you have to say? What do you want from us? They have no intention of messing us over. Don still can't remember what happened in Bose. And we have Lyle. Lyle the goat! The absolute mad lad, Lyle. Hey guys, so you made it. Hiya, rookies. Hi, you two. We gave as good as we got. Zin the Immovable. I always wanted to go against you at least once. What do you say we see if my sword can match up to your skill? Fine by me. But just to warn you, I'm not big on pulling my punches. I was hoping to fight in the final round. Guess we'll see who fate favors today. On one hand, you have an advanced group of veteran bracers. On the other, a talented group of novice bracers, and one genius performing musician. I imagine even Idios herself might have a difficulty at guessing the outcome. We now begin the 5th match of the no-holds-barred tournament. Both teams, go to your starting places. Take your positions. Begin. All right. I've been rolling this through my head. Is it possible to just lose, and then the story keeps going from there? All right, let's see. Who can I flicker to get the most value out of? Well. Oh boy. You guys have a lot of health. Let me see. I'm gonna plant my white. Well, yeah, I'll put my white Gehenna over here, and then I'm going to use morale on everybody. There we go. Oh boy. They upped their defenses by a lot. All right. All right. They're all buffing up as well. All right, let's. Well, I'm going to use all my turns here. You know what I could have done? I could have let loose. Yeah, I could have let loose Joshua's S-Craft. I didn't need to wait for the next turn. You don't believe so? Okay. Sometimes, some games will allow for that to happen. Let's see. If I start casting, and then I use an S-Craft, do I still go through with the cast? Let's see. So I am going to, let's see, Oral Blast, Tremendous Multi-Stage Assault. So let me see here. Okay, so this messes up one enemy, and this one is an entire crab attack. Alright, so I'm gonna have you... I'm sorry, but this needs to be done. Smack. Oh, right in the face. Okay. What can I do here? So I've already put everyone's morale up. And... let me see here. Nah, I won't be able to get an earth wall up in time. Or maybe? Yeah, no, I won't be able to. Unless I just move together with my group here. That's entirely possible. Yeah, like going over here, and then we punch up the let's see. So Karna's the one buffing everybody. So I might want to focus her down. And then Joshua's gonna go next. Yep. Let's see, Zin up next. Oh, I can't choose which art I use? Shoot. Well, you can finish off Karna, and then Olivier goes for the AoE play. All right. Wait a minute. Is he able to get Karna back up? He can! I've been focusing on the wrong person. Kurt! Get back here, you nerd. And everyone needs to restore their crafties. So I am just going to do a bunch of Lycahennas. Oh, you're preparing to use arts? Can I even reach him? I cannot reach him. Can I hit you before you get your arts off, though? Well, I can prepare myself for whatever's coming.
By my art, calling as ocean wave.
Oh yeah! Kurt needs to go. Down! Alright, so... the Earth Wall will take all of that. So... punch! Oh, wait. Someone was already hit. Oh well. Let me see here. So you have 816. Alright, so... let's go ahead and bully you. Grant. Oh, no, you don't. Zin knows to go after the utility player. Let me see. Don't know what kind of nasty surprises are coming up. So, we'll at least do this. Smite! Pow! No confuse, though. And a flicker.
Alright, we're good to go.
You have to set the S break before a battle, yeah? Is that how it works? You can tell Kurt is a threat because he's voiced. Exactly. He has a portrait and a voice. That's a double threat. KO! Winner is Zin's team! Oh boy. And now we get to see the Sky Bandits get absolutely eviscerated. Isn't that the attack that they use? That the Special Ops guy used? Eviscerate? Ugh! Nicely done. Never thought that Zin the Immovable was really that capable. You guys were no slouches yourselves. I don't think I'd have won if not for the others backing me up. Did we win? Yeah, not sure how though. Hold on a second. Oh, don't be so modest. You may have had Zin with you, but you each pulled your own weight. Whew! I knew fighting Shira's students was going to be tough. I had no idea the black-haired kid would be such a tough cookie. And I was thinking that this girl was going to put me to sleep. Perhaps later we can discuss each other's strengths over a glass of wine. Oh, give it a rest. Well, well. Not bad at all. No kidding. That was a pretty exciting match. I suppose it wasn't too bad. Haha, why, thank you. So what's the deal? Why are you guys congratulating us? Got a fever or something? We're not congratulating you, you little punk. It's just that it would be annoying to lose so easily to the group that drove us up the wall. You've got a snappy comeback for everything, don't you? I'm honest, though. Thank you very much. I know lots happened between us, and you still cheered us on. We appreciate it. I'm not telling you that we're not cheering you on, Backham! Next up is the 6th match. Southside Blue Team, the Sky Bandits, aka the Capua family, captained by Don Capua. Northside Red Team from the Royal Army Intelligence Division, captained by 2nd Lieutenant Lawrence. Alright, it's finally time! Time to teach those sneaky assholes a lesson. Maybe this is how it's destined to play out. Our fingers are crossed for you. Good luck. Watch out for their commanding officer. Keep him pinned down and you'll have a fighting chance. Okay. I mean, shut up! It's none of your business anyway. Well, while we wait for this match to get started, let's go ahead and open up our prize for winning that previous fight. A Mythical Island booster pack. Alright, so, Mythical Island. I need 2 cards from Mythical Island. I need Ponyta, and I need Pidgeot EX. And so, let us see if we got... Looks like I'm not getting that Pidgeot EX, but can we get the Ponyta? We got Finian, we got Scoliope, Snivy, one of the goats of my decks, Salandit, and Siglif. Man! These recent pulls haven't been much, have they? I can't remember the last time I even got anything new. I've just been doing my wonder picks and getting all the stuff that I'm low on. Oh, the bonus picks, that's right. There's a breakout happening right now, isn't there? Do I even need any of these mons? I think I've already got 2 of each of these. Yeah, I do. Oh well. Guess we'll do a wonder pick and see which fighting type we get. Oh man, you can totally tell where they are. Now we ended up getting the Riolu. Maybe that's a good sign that I'll be getting the Lucario EX in a future wonder pick. You can trade me a Pidgeot EX? I would absolutely love that. Is there anything that you're looking for? I can... We can compare. We can compare notes. One thing I wish that Pokemon TCG Pocket would do is inform you how many of a card someone has. So if you're going to give me a Pidgeot EX, I want to give you something that you don't have and I have an excess of. So if I tap on something, I want it to tell me, ah yes, your trading partner has 0 of these cards, so I would know that it's guaranteed that my trade back would be some value. You listening, Nintendo? Absolutely not. Alright. Anyways, that gave us enough time for us to get the next match started.
Yo! Little Master Avenger! I've been waiting for a chance to pay back what I owe you!
Yeah, we really ought to thank the Duke for this chance. What's so damned funny? You're orphans of the Capua family, one of the Erebonia's ruined noble families. You lost your territory to a corrupt merchant and only survived by taking to air piracy. I was just thinking about what a touching story that is.
What the hell?
How do you know about that? Did you forget the part of that we're part of the intelligence division? You'd be better off abandoning your little quest for revenge and just serving your time quietly. It does seem that you're trying to go straight, at least. You... what? You sure do love to run your mouth, don't you?
Time for you to taste a few orbital-powered bullets!
We now begin the 6th match in the no-holds-barred tournament. What appropriate time to have a no-holds-barred fighting match. Both teams, go to your starting places. Take your positions. Begin! Alright, let's see how one-sided this is gonna be. Oh my goodness. What are you doing to the NPC? What was his name? Lyle? I think it was Lyle. Leave poor Lyle alone! Uh-oh. Now they're getting up on Dawn. And down he goes. Well, Dawn is putting out some decent damage. But oh boy, do they have no utility. Yeah! Go get him! What did Joshua tell you about keeping their leader pinned down? Now you're all separated. Well, damn. And he got the last hit, too. How poetic. KO! Winner is Lawrence's team. Oh man, they lost. They were doing pretty well at first. It all fell apart when that fellow in red started in on them, though. I don't know. Their fourth was getting pretty picked apart. Ugh. Definitely not an opponent to be trifled with. I don't think he was even trying as hard as he could. I can't get a decent read on his real strength. Please tell me you're joking. No, I think it's the truth. That last technique just didn't feel like it was even all that focused. He's still got plenty we haven't seen yet. That's just crazy. Sorry you guys.
Don't try to cheer us up, please. We got slaughtered out there.
Damn it. If my support tactics weren't so worthless. It wasn't your fault. I'm the one who wasted all that energy on attacks that didn't do anything. Well, hey, sometimes it comes down to more than just who's stronger. We're gonna get him back for you when we fight him tomorrow.
What?
You make it sound so simple. I'm not fond of promising when I'm not sure I can deliver. A battle has to be won in the mind before it can be won in the flesh. What a fine saying. 'Tis as if you and Estelle speak with the same mind, but you, sir, with a more golden tongue. Looks like you're finally done. Alright, no hanging about. Back to the docks with you.
You've got to be kidding!
We just got done fighting. Can't you give us a few minutes to rest? You know, if hardened criminals, you should act like spoiled brats. Come on, get moving.
Ugh.
I'm so worn out. Hey, racer jerks. We aren't gonna be here tomorrow. You damn well better win. If you let those assholes beat you, then you're gonna have hell to pay. Of course we're gonna win. Who do you think you're talking to here? We'll win. I swear it. I wonder. You done? Enough stalling. Back to the dungeon with you, 40,000 Miram. Ugh, I don't know how we did it, but we did it. Tomorrow's the final match. We're really gonna have to keep our spirits up, because that's gonna be one tough match. Well, I propose that we all go to the bar and let it all hang out. Just so to speak. So to speak? Oh. I like the way you think, good sir. I should like to join you. This is adult logic. We've got some stuff we have to do, so not tonight for us, I think. No problem. See you later, then. I'll meet up with you tomorrow morning, out front. Good night, my sweethearts. Now, let's see. I'll bet Neil's waiting for us, so why don't we go to the Library News Service and see what he has to say. Hopefully he's managed to learn something useful about those Intelligence Division members. Alright, so I need to go to tactics, and then I will set the S break for Joshua to... Oh, you know, he already has Black Fang. And Estelle already has Barrage. So it was just Zin and Olivier that I need to reevaluate. Yeah, people are really impressed. So... I believe... It's not right now that I get the book, right? Ah, you're sending me a Ponyta. It's the Mythical Island Ponyta, yes? It's at night. Gotcha. Say night, I think of Mr. Sandman. The Librarial News. Where was the Librarial News again? Well, it's certainly not in the castle. Grancel. Nope. It's in the west, isn't it? No, that doesn't look it. Lose my head if it weren't attached to me. Let's see, that's condemned area. Those are the sewers. There it is. Royal Army has been around recently. A lot of work for the editors, huh? Alright, so... Magmar from the first booster packs. Let me see here. Magmar from Genetic Apex. What's the picture of it? Card info, here we are. That's Genetic Apex Charizard. And this one is Spacetime. Okay, I've got Genetic Apex Magmars. Pardon me. Hey, Neil. Pardon us. Hey, you're here. Amazing. Dorothy actually got the message to you guys, but she didn't screw it up. Well, miracles never cease. So, I hear you won your match today. Dorothy was in an absurdly cheerful mood when she got back from it. Cool. Neil, about what we discussed earlier. Straight to business, I see. Take a look. Got some background on those big shots. A black file folder. Not only is it a file folder, but it's a black folder, and that's how you know it's secretive and important. You remember the book now because you missed it the first time and had to redo an hour of gameplay for it. Woo! Can't imagine. Does anyone ever get the feeling like they forgot to do something important but you can't figure out what it is? Every single day. Is this from the Royal Army? Yep. Nothing super secret, but I was able to get out some documents. Let's say they're, on loan from some of my army contacts, but you keep that under your hat, okay? Absolutely. Well, let's go ahead and read it here. We open up the black folder. Alright, Colonel Richard. Colonel Alan Richard, born in 1168 in the Rouen region of Librarial. Graduated head of his class from the military academy, later assigned to the Mobile Task Force, led by Cassius Bright. 1192, recognized for distinguished service under Cassius Bright in the 100 Days War. Appointed to staff of the Military Operations Office after Colonel Bright's retirement. 1201, suggested formation of the Intelligence Division, Queen Alicia approves the request and appoints him as the first commander of the new branch. Wow, pretty impressive. Well, he is the man in charge. He always seemed to be pretty sharp. Looks like Major Sid was right about him serving under Dad 10 years ago. So, Dad really was a colonel. I wonder why he retired. I mean, he had respect and fame and all that. Captain Canone Almotheum, born 1175 in Libro's capital city of Gransel. Her excellent grades at the military academy earned her a place on the staff of the military operations office shortly after her graduation. 1201, reassigned to the newly formed intelligence division on Colonel Richard's recommendation. Later appointed as Colonel Richard's aide-de-camp, assisting directly with military operational command. Excellent grades again. Another intellectual big shot, looks like. That appointment means she's been working for Colonel Richard for a long time. No wonder she's so loyal to him. And Lawrence. Second Lieutenant Lawrence Belgar. Age and nationality, unknown. A member of Jester. That's some new information. Who was invited by Colonel Richard to join the intelligence division. Previous activities, unknown. He's been in disguise all along. He's not even from Libero. What's up with his old job as a mercenary being one big blank spot? I don't know. Jaeger Corps are known as the best mercenaries in the business for a good reason. No kidding? So maybe the Colonel was just looking for a really skilled fighter? And it's a possibility. And I think I've heard of this Jester somewhere before. Thanks for this, Neil. At least you know a little more about who we're dealing with. As long as it's useful. I've learned a few juicy tidbits while I was digging around, too. Juicy tidbits? For example, First Lieutenant Julia Schwartz of the Royal Guardsmen, currently wanted for questioning, was in the Academy the same year as Captain Alethea. Canona. German word meaning cannon. That makes sense. So, Captain Schwartz served with Almotheum in at least the same year. They never gave off the impression that they got along that well, probably because they don't. Maybe because they were Academy rivals. Canona's got the brains, and Julia's got the combat skills. Pretty big difference there. Ah, I see. I'd imagine so. Looks like Julia's always been the super serious knightly type, huh? Next up, and this has nothing to do with the military, mind you. You kids know about Princess Claudia, right? Sounds familiar. If memory serves, she was orphaned when the Crown Prince and his wife died. She's the granddaughter of Her Majesty, Queen Alicia. Right. She's not well known, but she is a direct descendant of the Queen. From what I could dig up, she lives in the Royal Keep and pretty much stays there most of the time. And it seems someone's been looking for prospective marriage candidates for her. Huh. That's not super unusual for rich families, but still. Just, gross. That's not the point. The issue here is, who is this someone? Spot on, kid. It could be... a marriage of convenience? Or, no, wait. So, it could be Duke Dunan, who serves as a figurehead, or it could be Colonel Richard. But Colonel Richard seems to be all about the, yeah, Duke Richards, Colonel Richard seems to be all about being in the background. So that's why Duke is so, well, no. There is a right answer here. Well, Duke Dunan is so he's so confident he's gonna be the future king. I don't want to make this mistake. I don't want to make a mistake here. My answer is Duke Dunan, but I just want to see what the navigator tells me to put in. Let's see. Rails in the sky perspective Sutor. The sky dialogue choices. There we go. Here we go. Okay, so it is Richard. Yeah, it really was a coin toss there. Not bad, kid. It is Colonel Richard who's been scouring foreign countries for a suitable candidate, it looks like. Oh. I didn't even pay attention to the question. I knew it. But isn't that kind of weird? If I had read the question properly, then I would have gotten that right. Why would he even be involved in setting up an arranged marriage? Pretty interesting, ain't it? And now, there's something I want from you two. Nani? You want us to win the tournament and get you some information at the dinner party, right? Is that about the long and short of it? Oh, okay. You're not shy about asking for stuff, are you? Hey, I got you information. This is called give and take, sweetheart. True, and it has been helpful. Alright, we'll let you know if we find out anything. That's what I like to hear. Oh, if all goes well today, I might even need to rely on you two. What does that mean? Excuse me for a second. Hello, Live World News? Oh, it's you! I've been waiting for you to call in. What? Starting now? Okay, got it. I'll meet you there. What's going on? Explain. Sorry to kind of run on you, but I gotta meet someone. Sounds like you're in for a late night. The sun's going down as it is. Hey, I'm a night owl anyways. I'm only up during the daytime while that crazy chick is being trained. But hey, no biggie. You kids can just kick back and relax while I'm out. Gotcha. Good luck with your work. You too. Don't screw up tomorrow's match. Well then, what shall we do now? Guess we should stop by the guild, then go back to the hotel. You gotta report the info that Neil got for us. Fine by me, baby. It's not night-night yet. Hell none. Dap me up with that information. Estelle, Joshua, I offer my congratulations on advancing to the championship bout. It is a shame to hear of Kurt's loss, but I hear it was a very good match. Yeah, it was pretty intense. I wouldn't go patting us on the back just yet, though. We weren't better than Kurt, not by a selge. True, we just got lucky. We had Zin, along with Olivier's guns and magic, to cover our mistakes. They are the only reasons we made it as far as we have. You two are very humble, a rare quality these days. By the way, have you learned any more information? Well, yada-da-da-da-da. So, Second Lieutenant Lawrence is part of the Jaeger Corps, or more specifically, the Jaeger Corps known as Jester. First I've heard of that name. definitely. I'd best look it up. Did the Guild and the Jaeger Corps ever work together? Not at all. If anything, we consider one another to be business rivals. Make it our business not to interfere in matters of state, you see, whereas the Jaegers largely revel in such matters. They're often employed in border disputes and have some opposing viewpoints with us regarding the safety of the common man. That doesn't sound very nice. So I take it there's no chance of getting information on this? I wouldn't say no chance. With a bit of cloak and dagger, I might be able to find the information you seek. It would take several days to gather the necessary intel, however, so you wouldn't have it before the championship. Is that, alright? Championship schmampionship. This has nothing to do with the competition, so yeah, if you please. Thank you, Elman. Also, regarding the Colonel's hunt for Princess Claudia's future husband, we've uncovered a few morsels of information which may have some connection. Okay. A member of the Imperial Royal family will be arriving in Gransel during the Queen's birthday celebration. We don't know their name, but we do know that this is the first time someone from the family has come to Liberl since the war 10 years ago. So this is fairly significant news. I see. You're right that it does seem connected with talk of Princess Claudia's marriage. I don't actually know a thing about the Imperial Royal family. I mean, the only Imperial I've ever even met is Olivier. The princess has just celebrated her 16th birthday. It seems much too early for her to be married. I suspect there may be politics at work here. Whoa, 16? Jeez, we're only 16 ourselves. It is the appropriate age for a young lady to make her debut in high society. But unless we've reverted to a much more repressed time, it is much, much too soon for marriage. Indeed. As I've said, I suspect there's a political motive to this push for wedlock. And finding that motive will no doubt prove to be a most valuable endeavor. Gotcha. If we can earn that invite to the castle, we'd be able to investigate much more easily. Then we need to secure a win at tomorrow's championship. As dangerous as this may be, I've got something for you. Here. Ransel Sewer Keep. Oh, there you go. What the heck is this tomb? The sewers. We always keep a few on hand to the capital branch. Never know when they might come in handy. This one should open one of the access grates near the Grand Arena. There are some pretty strong monsters living down there, so I figured it might make for a suitable training ground. Bring it! We could totally use the warm-up. Thank you, Almond. I'm just doing my job. Make sure you don't head down there without some backup, though. If it's just the two of you, you're toast. No problem there. We'll head down with Zin and Olivier after we meet up with them tomorrow. Wow, it's late. We should probably get back to the hotel. Hey, you two! Oh, what's going on? We're on patrol. Nighttime patrols have been increased as part of the counter-terrorism measures. So it's best to avoid going out after 9 o'clock if at all possible. You two should go on home. Don't you think that's a little obnoxious? What if you need to go out after 9 o'clock? It's the higher-ups who make the decisions, miss. Sorry to cause any trouble, but everyone has to abide by the rules. By the way, where is it that you two live? We're staying at the hotel in the North Block. We'll be there for the duration of the martial arts competition. Hold on a second. I could swear I've seen the two of you somewhere before. Hey! These kids are in the tournament! You know that you mention it. Oh, were you guys in the audience? Well, we were on security detail. The match today was pretty incredible. Tomorrow's the championship, no? We'll escort you to the hotel so you can rest up for your big fight. Very well, I accept. Thanks for escorting us. We appreciate it. You gotta be kidding. We're big fans of yours. We're all in the same army, but I don't know. Those special ops types just rub me the wrong way for some reason. I didn't know that Grand Steel soldiers could be chilled like that. No kidding. I just don't get what goes through their heads. Information. Don't you think talking like this is a little disrespectful to Colonel Richard, though? Well, that's why we're putting so much faith in your participation. Good luck with tomorrow's match. Thank you. We'll do everything we can. This is all kind of complicated, huh? I don't think those guys know a thing about the Colonel's plot. They seem to think the Intelligence Division are just regular soldiers. Whatever info comes down the chain of command, they accept as the truth. Well, I'd hate to make enemies of them, since they're rooting for us and all. Regardless of anything else, it'd be wisest not to stir up trouble with the rank-and-file soldiers. What do you say we stay in our room tonight and just rest up? Okay. So we can't go out, and it's... Yeah, we can't go back out. A lot of soldiers patrolling around. Anybody got anything interesting to say? She broke up with a guy that she's... Hey, it's Annalise! Annalise? Hey, newbies! I'm just about to go take a shower. I'm drenched in sweat, and I don't like it one bit. That certainly was some information, huh, Annalise? Chat, calm down. The streets are really quiet today. Wonder if anybody's gearing up for anything. The sofa's so soft and comfy. Well, take your husband next time. Dag, nab. They wanted to go out in the town, but the curfew started. So they were beaver damned. And it's Kurt! Kurt the man! Huh? Did you just hear something? Be on alert when we go inside, and be ready for a fight if things don't look right. Huh? I think we got a trespasser. There might be explosive sets, so be careful. You're kidding, right? I need you to do exactly as I tell you. No questions. You could rather stay out here. That is fine with me. No way. I'm fine. Let's go inside. Alright. Oh. Looks like he got away. That's strange. I don't get the sense that anyone's been in here. Nor does it feel like there are any traps set. You can seriously tell that kind of thing? I guess this is all that was left behind. A letter? Tonight, at the stroke of 10, come to the cathedral. Please tell no one of this. And that's it? What cathedral? That huge church over in the West Block? It's already almost 10 o'clock now. Well, it sure sounds suspicious, but nothing ventured, nothing gained. What do you think? Should we go for it? Absolutely not! What was that for? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to yell. Look, didn't those soldiers just say that they were going to reinforce tonight's patrols? You can bet they'll be keeping a close watch on the West Block too. Oh, right. Still, I hate to pretend we never got it. I'll go by myself then. What? It's easier for one person to stay hidden than two. And I shouldn't have any real trouble getting to the cathedral unnoticed. Listen, if all I'm doing is scoping out the situation, I can handle it on my own. I just need you to stay here. Hey! Huh? I'm no less a bracer than you are. I can handle myself, and I won't slow you down. Your silver tongue's not going to work on me this time. Estelle, that's not what I meant. I know it's not that you don't trust me. I can tell you're worried about me, or more that you're worried for me. What are you not telling me? How can you tell that I'm keeping something from you? Really, Joshua? I'm closer to you than just about anyone, Joshua. There's nothing you can keep from me. Not for very long, anyway. I'm impressed. Huh? Alright, if you want to come with me, I won't try to stop you. It's almost 10 now, though, so we have to hurry. But I want you to promise me something. If anything goes wrong, you do exactly as I tell you. One wrong move could be fatal. Okay, I promise. Let's get a move on, then. We're not gonna jump out the window, Resident Evil 4 style. This is when we pick up the book, right? Someone, and it was the hotel, right? Or was it somewhere else? Kurt saw something go past the window. Airport, that's right. So, are we avoiding guards? We are. Looks like they're patrolling. If those soldiers spot us, we'll probably get led back to the hotel. We need to study their movements and take whatever chances we can get to get past them undetected. Okay. Alright, so the airport. That is, past the... that is in the west block, right? Or east block. Landing port. There we go. History Museum. Did I completely miss that up to now? Would have been funny if Ralph was hidden underneath an awning. And there he is! He's been found! He's gonna camp out at the arena for better seats. And there it is! Carnelia, Chapter 10. And I'm just gonna sit here and read this out loud to you. The Last Stand. Sister Carnelia made such haste as she aimed for the path on the opposite side of the sludge-filled channel that I could have sworn she was actually running on this liquid surface, based on my observation of minuscule spatters of feet are produced. And of course, she passed me by in the blink of an eye, the space growing wider and wider between us as I continue to trudge my way through the filthy muck. Flashes of magic erupted from the darkness by the sluice gate and ripped through the air in rapid succession, but none of them could overtake the speed at which Sister Carnelia moved. In an unyielding offensive by the shadowed aggressors, the settled feculence in the... oh, feculence. That's a word the Final Fantasy XIV people have become acquainted with. In an unyielding offensive by the shattered aggressors, the settled feculence in the depths of the channel was thrown up in the form of a powerful tsunami, and in the instant before clearing myself from the destructive path, I feared that the terrible wall of sedimented filth would crush me under its weight and bring me to an unsightly end. With a mid-air spin to avoid the last of the oncoming magic, Sister Cornelia flew to the opposite side of the channel with incredible speed, hurdling the wall of piled-up sandbags behind which the attackers took cover. She whirled her arms in a ferocious onslaught. One by one, like a row of pins being struck by a weighted object, the line of Jaegers crumbled to the ground. Sister Cornelia's attacks were like a whirlwind of death, blurry with the speed at which they struck. They came in advancing at inconceivable angles, puncturing throats, slashing open arteries, and then they were gone. So it was that when I finally reached the cobbled path beyond the stagnant channel, not a soul was left standing besides Sister Cornelia and myself. The cathedral is at the end of a ladder just beyond this gate, she indicated as she flicked dripping blood from her fingers like a child who forgot a handkerchief to dry her wet hands. Like this. She's just like, yeah, we're going up there. Toby, lend me your shirt. Her eyes shone with the afterglow of battle. The Jaegers can't be far behind, so we'd better hurry, she warned. And as if to punctuate her warning, the damp sound of numerous feet kicking up water as they advanced toward our present location had now become clearly audible to my ears. Stepping over the handful of Jaeger corpses lying scattered about behind the wall of sandbags, we made our way for the dry bed channel, which lay ahead of us. I placed my hands on the slightly damp stone floor of the empty channel and crawled through the half-open door of the sluice gate. A falling water droplet struck the nape of my neck as I passed through the cramped opening, causing me to stop dead in my tracks. The moment that followed, I recognized the sound of an orbment overhead on the verge of discharging a burst of magic. "Toby!" came the ostensible voice of Sister Cornelia, as my vision was instantly flooded with a wave of exceeding brightness. Then, in the midst of this world of blinding light, came the hand of a savior which grabbed me firmly by the shoulder. The powerful feeling of being dragged and the explosion produced by magic rupturing stone were almost simultaneous. As the booming roar swept across the whole of my body, I was thrown backwards toward the ground. Despite my clouded vision, I managed to somersault before landing in a prone position. Choking on the filthy puddle that I had fallen face down in, I lifted my head in time to see a cloud of blackened dust being heaved from the mouth of the halfway raised sluice gate door. And as if my worst nightmare now become reality, I watched as one after another the blockading Jaegers emerged from the smoky cloud, each bearing a glinting blade. I floundered about on the slippery mud and watched as their ranks sprang into action and closed in, their rugged facial features now visible to my eyes. Instantly rolling to the side, I unsheathed my hidden blade as I attempted to deflect a wide-arching slash of another with my bag. The cloth of the bag, over which the sharp edge ran, split open without a sound, and the paper-wrapped orbment fell onto the cobbled floor. Frantically, I searched for the orbment at my side, but I was unable to get a grip on it because of my clumsy, panic-stricken state. One of the mercenary men, his eyes intent on my throat, drew back his long sword to end my life, but before he could make his move, a dark silhouette appeared from behind him. It was Sister Cornelia. Her hands, moving with such finesse, disarmed the man in an instant, and left only his sword behind before he was launched from view into the hanging shadows veiling the dank conduit. As the sound of the falling sword struck the ground with a high-pitched clink, Sister Cornelia dropped to her knees. Her soft whispered words were full of regret. "I'm sorry, Toby." With her head bowed forward, I watched in disbelief as several streaks of blood began to run down the side of her face. I saw this coming. "It looks like the goddess may be calling you home too," she said gently. Once again, Sister Cornelia rose to her feet, her coat hanging in tatters. Eyeing her outer garment's ragged state, I knew for certain that it had been caused by the previous blast of magic. In order to protect me from harm, Sister Carnelia had willingly used her body as a shield to absorb the brunt of the force. And now, a stain of effervescing crimson blood had begun to seep through the cloth covering her breast. I swiped up the artifact which had tumbled to the ground from the hole in my severed bag and tore away the wet paper which covered its surface. Then, with the cold lump of metal in my hand, I placed it atop my orbit as I gripped them both tightly together. The sound of footfall from the Jaeger Corps had now subsided. They stood in a cluster with their swords drawn, effectively blocking any possible escape through the sluice gate. Sister Carnelia let out a shrill cry, and I, as if taking the sound to be a command to attack, unleashed the energy pent up within my orbit. The device roared, and at the instant the magic was discharged, I felt an intense wave of searing heat graze over my cheeks as my entire body was immediately blown backwards by its powerful force. Stunned, I collapsed onto the floor. When I finally opened my eyes, I could see Sister Carnelia standing above me with her back turned to face me. Her right arm had lost all strength of function and hung limply at her side. Dazedly, she slid to her knees and slumped onto the ground before me. I pulled Sister Carnelia close to myself and hugged her tightly, blasted the pack of assailing mercenaries with an instantaneous wave of magic. But then, when it was all over, my last stand ending as soon as it had begun, countless razor-sharp sword tips stared down at us from all sides. Convinced that I had finally reached my life's terminus, I raised my right hand while placing a false hope in my orbit that could somehow protect us. I activated it, the last of its energy being consumed as it was drained to empty. Whirling arrow blades spun around us as I closed my eyes and accepted my fate. And behind my darkened eyelids, an endless realm of whiteness began to spread out before me. Well, damn. Chapter 11 can't get here soon enough. Good night, Matthew. Hope this little bedtime story helps you drift off. Get some sleep. You earned it. What is going to happen next? Will Toby make it out alive? And maybe there is some hope for Sister Carnelia as well. We'll have to see. Depends on what that. I'm guessing that the orbit they're talking about is one and the same as the black orbit that we're using right now. So maybe we're gonna get some Deus Ex Machina. But for right now, we need to get to the chapel. Where's the chapel anyway? Yeah, it's West Block. Alright, so we won't be able to get through there. And that Dode is just doing his Dode things. Oh, nope, can't get in through there. That guy's just waiting around. That guy's just waiting around. That guy's just coming on in. So you have to get to the west. But that path is completely blocked off. Unless I can do this. And okay, never mind. That's not gonna happen. Huh. I guess the East Block is the play after all. Okay, yeah, so I go back into the South Block by going in through here. Uh-oh. That guy is that... Okay. Okay. Yeah. Great, Estelle. Go right into go underneath the brightly lit windows of that one building. But it worked. Thank goodness. Oh, what is that even? Yeah, we can't take the direct route to the west. I'm sure that they were trying to give me hints, but I was too busy mashing my way through. If it happens again, then I'll give it a closer look. You really? This is gonna keep on happening and happening. Exactly what is the hitbox of your line of sight anyway? Oh, there's a guy just waiting there. How did I not get caught by that guy before? Terrible hiding place, but... Okay, so that guy just keeps on going down, and then he immediately turns around. So I need to make my move. Oh, okay, that was a bad... Wait. Is the game actually getting easier? They actually make it progressively easier as you keep on getting caught. Excuse me? There's a guy right there. This is insulting. So, is there a guy over there? Is he just gonna stay there? If there's a guy just directly in front of the gate, then, how am I supposed to get over there? Yeah, if there was a guy in there the entire time, how was I supposed to do that? They really flipped things into super baby mode for me, didn't they? It is what it is. Alright, we made it! Stay focused, Estelle. I'll go in first. Stay close. Okay. I'm sorry, Estelle. I guess I misunderstood. You came after all.
Sister Cornelia!
Hey, aren't you the one from before? The one who was attacked on the scenic route? Thank you for what you did back there. I assume you got my message? That letter was yours. But why would you do something so secretive like just to say thanks? Now I get it. It was her all along. Eh? You're very observant, Joshua. Pardon me then. Allow me to get more comfortable.
Nay!
Captain Schwartz! So she did get away. Lieutenant Julia Schwartz, Commander of the Royal Guardsmen, at your service. It's been a long time, you two. I knew you'd come. It's nice to see you again, Lieutenant. Last time was, back in Rouen, right? Yes, it was. It hasn't been that long, but it feels like ages. Hey, hold on a second. Why are you in that getup? And why'd you call us here? I'll answer your questions one at a time. First, the clothes. The Assumption Church has long and deep ties with the royal family. Colonel Richard's little conspiracy has us on the run, and they've helped us stay hidden within the city. Oh, okay. The answer to your other question, why I called you here, if you win the final match tomorrow, you'll get invited to that dinner party at the castle, right? What I need you to do is get in touch with Her Majesty once you get inside. I realize that it's a selfish request, but since we're basically fugitives, there's no way for us to make contact. You're the only hope we have. Well then, this is kind of unexpected. Actually, we're participating in the competition specifically in hopes of seeing the Queen anyway. Nani? Yada da 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 da. Really now? Almighty Idios. Thank you for your gift, most sacred. In that case, I have only one favor to ask of you. When you speak to Her Majesty, heed her counsel. Of course, that was the plan from the get-go. That non-involvement rule still applies, even in a situation like this. But we'll do everything we can. I'm grateful. Please, take this with you. Julia's letter? Ah! So we're done with the commendations, but we still get letters of introduction. Give this to the head maid, Hilda, and she'll know that you've spoken to me. Her Majesty is probably under very heavy guard by the Special Ops men, but you can trust Hilda. With her help, you may be able to speak with Her Majesty. Huh, she sounds like a heck of a lady. Got it, we'll talk to her. Thank you very much. Pathetic, isn't it? What? I was deceived, and thereby failed the one I was supposed to protect at all costs. Is Chloe Claudia? I have to imagine that Claudia can't just get out of the castle and gallivant as a student. But at the same time, while we're on the subject of hidden identities, you know. And this happened not long after I swore that I would give my life to safeguard Her Majesty from harm. You can't imagine how helpless I feel having to depend entirely on another's help. You really shouldn't be so hard on yourself. I hate to say it, but there is the chance that we'll lose tomorrow's match. I'm certain you'll do just fine. That Calvardian martial artist is extremely skilled, and you are both the children of Colonel Cassius Bright. You mean you knew our dad too? It's not without reason that he was known as the finest swordsman in all the Royal Army, the Divine Blade at that. Estelle's mind just keeps on getting blown progressively over the course of this entire playthrough. It's like, oh yeah, Cassius Bright was actually the king at one point. In fact, he might have actually been a god. In fact, Cassius Bright made this entire video game. Wait, what? Hi there, David Castillo. The Trail series is a history of many hidden identities. We've already seen a few along the way. I'm still holding on to my Lawrence's Cassius in disguise thing. Obviously, now that we know that he trained under Cassius, that's impossible. But maybe Cassius is pretending to be Lawrence, and the Lawrence we've been dealing with right now is very deeply undercover. Every hidden identity so far has been Cassius to me. In fact, Sister Ellen could have been Cassius all the way up until now. Before he retired from service, I had a chance to be trained by him when he was the martial artist instructor at the military academy. If not for him, I would not be nearly as skilled as I am. I can't believe that. Dad's never used anything except a bow staff. I guess he must have given up the sword when he decided to become a bracer. His goal wasn't to kill his enemies. He wanted to improve himself and help those weaker than he. That's why he chose the bow staff as his weapon, or so I imagine. Really? I didn't know that my use of the staff had that kind of significance. I'm sure he hoped that you'd inherit that same kind of mindset. I think he'd be proud of you. Joshua, Colonel Cassius trained both of you. I have all the faith in the world that you'll win tomorrow's match. Hearing you say that almost makes me think you're right. We'll put everything we have into it. Pardon us, this is the Granslow City Guard. Due to the terrorist threat, we will now be patrolling the main facilities. I apologize for the lateness of the hour, but do you mind if we have a look inside? Crap. Quite alright, thank you. Just a moment, please, and I'll open the door. There's another door at the back of the altar room. You can get outside from there. Okay, please be careful. Estelle was actually Cassius the whole time. Oh my goodness! Steven Universe is actually, inspired by Trails in the Sky? I never would have thought. Cassius was Cassius the whole time? Don't be ridiculous. Then again, that there actually is kind of merit to Cassius is Cassius, because Cassius, the father of Estelle, was actually Cassius, the colonel of the Royal Army. That is actually equally hard to believe when you think about it. So, maybe the real Cassius Bright was the friends we made along the way. Kind of wish Julia got a portrait of her in her nun habit. I don't think the world could handle that. It'd be too powerful. Well, we managed to avoid the patrols so far. Doesn't look like there are any soldiers this way. Yeah, I'm not sensing anyone. I guess the night patrols are finally done. Let's rest for a moment here, then head back to the hotel. Alright, what are we talking about? What kind of heart-to-heart we having today? Ugh, so much is going on. It's starting to give me a headache. I'll bet. Never would have imagined it to be Lieutenant Schwartz waiting for us at the cathedral. Wait, so she wasn't who you were expecting to find there? Could it be you were thinking it'd be someone you'd known before? Well... Oh. Sorry, forget I said anything. Gotta remember the rules. Still, I won't ask you anything about before we met until you're ready to tell me. I try to be careful, but sometimes it just slips my mind. Estelle, I think you've gotten a little stronger during our travels. Eh? It's overwhelming to think about all the people around us. Each and every one of them is living his or her own life, all under the same sky. Hey look, some trails. Is trails in the sky supposed to refer to clouds? Or like the trails of airships going through the sky? Does it all come back to clouds? Is Agate not the only cloud in this? And every person you meet has a personality, and a history, and a story to tell. Every one of them is just like us, living day by day. Sometimes I have to remind myself that no one acts without a cause. Nothing happens without a reason, or a motive, or an excuse. It's only when I remember that I start to feel like I might be able to reclaim the parts of me I've lost. Joshua? I'm probably just fooling myself, tricking myself into accepting things I can't change. But even so, I'm grateful for having someone with me. The sky, Dad, but most of all, you. Joshua. So, I promise, once this whole matter is settled, and if Dad comes back safely, I'll tell you everything there is to know about my past. Really? Really? With the stars as my witness? Okay then! We have ourselves a deal! She bellowed into the city where there are guards actively looking for them. Estelle? All my gloom is gone, fluttering away. Because once you've told me what you've got to tell me, then I'll tell you what I've got to tell you. What? Oh, wait, is this about that thing you've had on your mind? Yup. Ha! Gonna have to psych myself up for it. Psych yourself up? Is it really something so dramatic? I mean, if it's that important, I really don't mind hearing about it now. Absolutely not! It's a delicate matter, and timing is crucial. Well, I guess the situation does feel kind of right, but no dice! Not yet. I don't get you sometimes, Estelle. I swear. You seem like you're ready to take on anything now, all because we've got the big talk planned. It makes no sense. Of course I'm ready. Ain't no way I'm letting those guys keep me from this talk. I'm gonna show those special ops types just how to touch up... I'm gonna show those special ops types how a touch of girl power can ruin their whole day. Ruin their... You really are your father's daughter. What is that supposed to mean? Explain, Joshua Bright. You better not be comparing me to a middle-aged man. Yeah, I guess you're right. Somehow I think we're going to do just fine tomorrow. Yesterday was genuinely awful. I returned to the embassy, overfull of spirit, when those tiresome guards saw fit to stop and cast flaming, stinking disparagements at me. They've tightened security at night, supposedly for anti-terrorist purposes. Were you two okay? Yeah, we went to bed rather early, so we didn't have any problems. And Elman lent us something that might really give us an edge. Now that should come in handy. He's a young one. He's got a real spark to him. He always seems to know what you need, and when you need it. So, what do you say we check out the sewers this morning? The gate is just north of the arena. Well, if it's for the banquet, we could muster up one more huzzah. Alright. Is there, anything new for me to check out? Any sort of quests or side stuff or books or anything like that? Let me see. Oh! The sewer monster. Well, I've already done one sewer monster. Yeah! Second class. So, really, the only bracer quests are related to the sewers? That's fascinating. They're really keeping us glued to this city, aren't they? So, north of the arena, you say? Why, I do believe this is it. So, exactly how much more is there to these sewers? Is there just a little bit more? Or is there a lot more? Looks like there's a lot more. Oh no! The one-tappers! Well, per usual, let's go ahead and get our crafties back. Why did Joshua get a double turn? Just venture the sewers? You got it.
Savor the victory. We earned.
Majority of the sewers remain unexplored. A majority of the sewers? Are these entirely optional, by the way? Like, they just have this massive dungeon that you could completely miss out on? Oh, look who got confuzzled. Punched him so hard he started seeing stars. Alright, I'm just gonna go ahead and tear a bomb. Treasure doesn't respawn, you know. That's quitter talk. What if this suddenly decided to become a roguelike, huh? Monsters! Monsters! Well, that's a lot of stuff right there. I'll go ahead and flicker. Even though I barely even know her, I'll flicker. Oh, look at this! Yeah, I'll keep on expending my crafts to deal with the treasure chests. And then once we're about to leave the sewers, that's when I'll get it all back. Let me see here. I am going to fire off a preemptive Tira. Oh no, that's a lot of arts. Alright. This is getting pretty dicey, so I'm going to let loose Joshua and these guys. There we go. I don't know what all those arts were gonna be, but it looked like that was gonna be some pretty dangerous terrain. A gladiator headband. There you go. Back for more. Gladiator headband. Give that to Zin. After you leave the sewers, there's a complicated string of events with Anton and Ricky. Oh, the two guys that were outside of the store. Group the party together in tactics for those AoE support arts. You know, you might be right. I have not actually let's see, party. Oh, that's the party order. Battle positions. Here we go. So if I do this, will this be fine? Well, let's see. By the way, we can appropriately see how massive Zin is now that he's not in his battle position, literally towering over everybody. And Olivier is no taller than a couple of 16-year-olds. You're tearing me apart, accuracy. I'm gonna change Zin's S-break. That is correct. Let me see. So for Zin, gonna be Oral Blast. That way, when the enemy's turn comes up, I can blast them. I can use that limit break that's being used again in the first round. Woo! Thank you for the whiff that supported me. I was waiting for another one of those death blows.
Savor the victory. We earned it.
By the way, I need to go back to the ornament shop and pick up one of those cast quartz. I have to imagine that a cast quartz is going to be really useful. Especially for having Estelle set up walls and stuff. I'm still just floored by how classy the music here is. Yeah, Earth Wall isn't going to help very much, so I'm going to give an Earth Guard to Joshua. Let me see. One of my characters has the ability to interrupt. Well, let's all move away from the self-destructing gentleman, shall we? Olivier is getting targeted pretty harshly. What are your weaknesses? You have no weaknesses. In fact, you resist everything. So go ahead and take that white Gehenna. You can also move away from the dude. Earth Wall. Well, it'll help you guys take whatever art is coming. And you can use a white Gehenna of your own. Plasma Wave! Don't know how painful that would have been, but it didn't hurt at all. Sure, you use your soul worm, Zen. Crazy how the 20-year-old music stands up in modern day. Yep. I mean, music just seems to be the most timeless aspect of games. Controls may improve, graphics may improve, but somehow, music just seems to just hang in there. Even though we've upgraded from synthesized beeps and bloops to, you know, just proper recorded music. It just seems like from the days of Mega Man to now, music is just always the music in games has always been goated. Don't know why I'm using all these arts now that I think about it. Can I Earth Wall? Nope, won't come out in time.
That's that then. Let's move out.
Oh, man. You weren't kidding, this place is massive. It's hard for me to remember where exactly I've been already. Nah, you've set up your arts, I'm not getting caught up in that. Ooh, monsters! Let's go ahead and use some Latiar. There they are. And no Joshua to bail me out this time. Let's see. Let's clock up EX Estelle so that she can do her Earth Wall early on. Who do I want to flicker? These two. There we go. The tactics helped. Those are a couple of hearts coming our way. While the enemies are this numerous, we'll keep up the Earth Wall. And now, while you all are gathered up in one place, I'll go ahead and nuke y'all into the blamed ground. Alright, now the math is mathing a whole lot better. You're right, Clock Up EX is absolutely busted. Let's see. You can't exactly get close to you. Oh, canceling arts and crafts. There you go. Ha-ha! Oh, there's a Mothman over there. How amusing. Zen Punch. Who is that targeting? Is it targeting Zen or Estelle? Doesn't matter, they're both immune. Anyway, get interrupted again. You've got a bunch of soul blurs coming your way.
That's that then. Let's move out.
Hawkeye. There's a note inside. It reads, "Haha! I knew you'd be back." Hawkeye, that sounds like a gun. I knew it. Alright, so I've done... Yep, I've cleared out this area. So, we now have one... We have one possible path, which we have now eliminated. Gotta stare down with that moth. Monsters! They are all gonna be this cluster of a fight, aren't they? Let's see here. I shouldn't do any white Gehennas until I'm... Yeah, I'll go ahead and start off with a Hell's Gate so I know exactly where it's targeting. Ah, don't have my clock up. How long is it going to take for me to get my Earth Wall up? Sheesh. Oh no. Not everyone is in range. Alright, I'll do it on Joshua and have Zen get in. Actually, I'll just have him punch this mole. There you go. No! It's centered around Joshua. And somehow it all worked out. Alright, Joshua. Smack us up with your ass art. Sheesh. That close-up on Joshua before he lets loose his art is actually rather chilling. I should have interrupted the other dude. Yep. We're about to get a light show, aren't we? Let's get all that Tira up. Ouch. There we go. Now we can bully. By bully, I mean whiff.
Victory. We earned it.
First chapter is the weaker OSTs in the series. But still amazing. Yep. That's just how it is, these soundtracks. Cestus. You look familiar. How'd I guess? So yeah, they're giving me a bunch of equipment for my current party. Am I going backwards? I think I'm going backwards. Okay, these are the monsters. And I believe this was also a way that I've already been to. That is a wall. Good job. That is a wall. Good job. That's a chest. Tira bomb. The chest is so very, very, very empty. Just like me, for real, for real. Let's get our crafties up, shall we? Brother. Alright. Let's smack you up a little bit before we back off. Oh, wait. I could have interrupted you. Oh well. Things are about to get amusing. Joshua, you're about to get hit in the face. That wasn't so bad. And I got 2 level ups from that. Very nice. So, I've already been through here. You know what this reminded me of? This reminded me of the final dungeon from Live Alive. The complete maze where you also picked up all your character's best equipment. Oh, hello. That must be the other monster. The other extermination job. There he is. Safety save, you never know. Next, terminate. That's a few of them. Ah, no way for me to get 2 of them. Oh well. Alright, Zin. Time for you to do your thing. you can clock up Estelle. And Estelle can get the earth wall up. And I need to change my tactics so that everyone is a little bit closer together. More earth wall! That won't even come out in time. Yep, everyone needs to be grouped up a whole lot closer. Oh no. This is gonna pay your shape real fast. Oh, but you have a critical turn, so unfortunately I won't be able to use it. Let's smack up one of these bonefish. Hiya! Hiya! That's a lot of damage. You know what? We're taunting you guys. There we go. Alright, health is getting low. Latira. Alright, I'm gonna need to withdraw Joshua so he can get in the range of this. Or he can just keep on taking these hits. Joshua, fall all the way back. You used a cross formation. That's actually very smart. Live Alive, another new game on your backlog. I can hardly recommend it. Were you here when I played Live Alive? Or was that before your time? Because if you go into my backlog of VODs, you'll see that I played Live Alive. You'll be avoiding for quite a while, and a healthy amount of games in your Steam wish list. Well, with the price of the Switch 2, that wish list is finally a good time to take care of your backlog. Let's see. Oh, it is at 200, so we can do a little bit of smiting. Get down with your bad self. Yep, that's it. And now I can finally pull this down. That's one mystery solved. The lever won't budge. Well, gosh, oh golly gee. Imagine that. And this takes us to the other half, which we don't need to do. We've already explored all that area. I just have to remember where I've already been. I just have to remember where I've already zin. Oh boy. Okay, I've already been all the way up here. I've already been through there. Yeah, so nothing more for me in this corner. Gotcha. And then I've already been down here. Yeah, I've already been down here, and I plunged the depths of this corner. Mm-hmm. Oh boy, I'm getting lost. And then this is this area, yes. That's that transition area. So have I been here yet? Alright, the enemy's getting so many hits. Because I wasn't wise with my positioning. That's why. Ah, Joshua, you can hit this dude. Nice. Ended up being quite a tactical fight. Okay, I have already been down here. Okay. I just do not like the self-destructing enemies. I can't just unga-bunga brain them. I need to get them down low, and then I need to walk away from them before I hit my final hit. Just too much going on. I really should reserve Olivier for attacking those dudes.
We're good to go.
I can only have so much combat at one time. Alright, so we've fallen back quite a bit, so I have no idea what's in these other rooms. Oh my god, I actually circled around to the beginning. 3 years ago, 2022 was Live Alive. Really? How much things can change. I do remember I was at my old place when I played Live Alive. How dare you, Snapback. I think I remember doing this this hallway. This hallway of moles. Huh. Have I cleaned this place out? I think I've cleaned this place out. Is there anything I'm missing? Yeah, I think I've cleaned this place out. Yeah, everything's starting to look familiar.
the show.
That was quite a beastly attack, Olivier. Yeah. Yep. We are done here. Do we really need levels? Probably not. Yeah, and it's gonna be quite a while before I get my next level. Yeah. So, we are done here. Just need to get out. Speak with Anton and wait until Marshall walks past and a heart appears above his head. Speak with Anton again a second time to repeat the process. Third walk past, Marshall will stop just northeast of the stairs. Speak to her and wait until she resumes walking past Anton again to speak to him for the book. What? That's pretty in-depth, isn't it? Which one's Anton? Wait, what? Phoebe's got the right idea. She's gonna cheer on Joshua, her one and only. Why are you gonna cheer for just one person? Chat, violence is not cool. Violence is only cool in fictional worlds. Violence is not cool in the outside world. No, the mall. Oh, right, the mall. Okay, so I talked to him. He said he's going to wait for her to walk by. And is that her? There goes the heart. I guess we're just out here waiting. Well, look at who it is! Just waiting for that opportunity to come on by. Alright. I'll go ahead and log in. Uh-oh. A hotfix? It's kind of funny when you said that, my luck may have been funneled elsewhere, because I can tell you it's not funneled in an action timing in. Used up my entire stash getting Mirabelle's weapon, and then I realized I got the wrong weapon. Speak to her, wait until she resumes. She was being creeped out by him. Carnelia! Finale. Time to man up and say something. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the finale of this epic. I don't know if I'm ready for this. A legacy, never to be forgotten. I got an achievement for reading all the chapters of Carnelian. I was swallowed by the light, only to be spewed moments later onto a patch of hardened ground. The air was filled with the scent of sun-baked earth, yet for being the floor of some grandeur, heavenly estate inherited by those of the afterlife, it felt quite like the flagstones I had grown accustomed to in my past life. Upon feeling around in my immediate surroundings, my searching hand found soft locks of disheveled hair. Seemed as though Sister Carnelia had come as well as I to meet our Creator firsthand. Gradually, as I lay there, I felt something warm swell within the pit of my stomach. Weary and spent, I just let the feeling spread over me. It was at about this time that the sound of murmurous voices started to fill the air around us. Warm breath tickled across my nose and brow, letting me know that I was being stared at directly in the face. As my eyes adjusted to the intensity of the light, I realized I was looking into the face of a young girl who beamed back at me brightly with the wildest of smiles. However, she seemed a bit too young to hold the esteemed position of a goddess. The knell of a bell overhead rang out loud and clear. Strangely, it had sounded exactly like the cathedral's distinctive toll. Taking in this series of events to be rather odd, I picked myself up and at last awakened from the dream which had temporarily invaded my senses. There it was, the familiar cityscape, the sounds and even the scent of the breeze. I knew the place by heart. It was the public square of the imperial city which unfolded before the great cathedral of the Ascension Church. I opened the fingers of my right hand and stared down at the metallic lump in its palm, and trusted it be my might. Golden filaments of light swirled across the surface of the artifact. I instantly recalled Sister Carnelia's words. "It's alive," she had said, and as I watched the ancient light gradually fade away before closing my hand around its surface once more, I believed it. Supporting each other by wrapping our arms around one another's shoulders, Sister Carnelia and I hobbled and limped our way toward the magnificent cathedral as the awe-inspiring figure of the goddess, Eidios, stood silently with unfurled wings, watching over us from the deep-hued stained glass window above. And as for the events which followed, they were all settled in an orderly fashion. The metallic lump, which Sister Carnelia had so daringly risked her life for, was turned over to His Eminence, the Cardinal, who presided over the cathedral. He disappeared with it through the thick open door of the sacred vault. The level of corruption which had spread like a plague among members of the imperial court, influential aristocrats, and even commissioned officers of the imperial army astonished even those mediators acting on behalf of the Bracer Guild. I stayed close by Sister Carnelia as she was laid out on a pew within the chapel of the cathedral. The real sisters of the church delicately pulled off her coat and cut open her vest, now stuck to her body with dried blood. Upon doing so, they found an ornate shirt of chainmail just beneath the layer of clothing, which for some strange reason seemed to bewilder them all. The next day, a certain aristocrat, who had hired the Jaeger Corps to carry out his selfish bidding, agreed to relinquish the artifacts in his possession in return for keeping his estate. The vanity. Hence, his collection of forbidden antiques were brought under the safekeeping of the church. Sworn to secrecy, I made immediate arrangements to take leave for the Calvard Republic. My destination? A high-class resort, which turned out to be an excellent way to recover physically and mentally, as well as forget about the serious events which had occurred over the past few days. Naturally, the bracers assigned to provide my escort were none other than Clayton and Pavel, who, before we left, guided me without a word to where Sister Carnelia was resting. I talked with Sister Carnelia, who had awoken for a short interval, but as I got up to leave, she reached out her dainty hand and said to me, "Before you go, I want to tell you my real name. It's Ein Selmet. I took her unblemished hand in mine and gripped it firmly as I expressed my appreciation for what she had done. And today, now 3 years later, I stood staring at her name once again, but this time, printed on a page of the Imperial Chronicle, Ein Selmet. Below those printed characters ran the few lines of an unembellished article. Yesterday, a corpse was discovered in an urban area of the capital just before dawn. The body was found to be covered with multiple stab wounds. The departed in life had been involved in charitable work and brought salvation to many afflicted souls in various regions throughout the land. As I read the last line, I envisioned the deceased figure of Sister Carnelia lying motionless upon a darkened street. Yet, despite the blood-stained face I envisioned in my mind, I saw her as she rested in peace, a gentle smile crossing her face, and vindicated of any transgressions in life. As I rolled up the copy of the magazine in hand, I brushed my hand lightly across the shining bracer emblem pinned on my chest. Almost 2 years had passed since I converted to my new line of work, which Sister Carnelia had so graciously recommended to me. And finally, I had even become used to using my real name. Toby, came the whisper of Sister Carnelia as her resurrected in my ears. Now only known as Toby, I pressed my forehead up against the cold, clouded window of the passenger car, the refulgent eyes of Sister Carnelia shining brightly like a carnelia stone, forever ingrained in my memory. In my mind's eye, I watched as her coat sleeves trailed out behind her, and she dashed away into the darkness of my memories. Is he having like a vision of her, or is she actually still alive and she faked her death? Opening my eyes, I gazed out through the window glass, and there I saw the bleeding, rouge-colored illumination of the Imperial City as it faded away beneath the heavy white fog. The end. Yeah, I'm figuring that she's actually gone. Actually, I have a question. Is Toby Cassius... Is this not a fictionalized account? Because if Cassius is gonna be everybody, then I'm going to guess that Cassius is also gonna be Toby. Maybe Cassius wrote this book as a way of telling the truth and disguising it as fiction. So, Sister Carnelia is somebody else, and she faked her death, and she's out there somewhere. And Toby is Cassius. Like, are these rhetorical questions? Yes, these are rhetorical questions. I don't want you to answer them right now. If it turns out that these are going to be answered for me later on, then I'm just going to keep on playing and find out. But I was wondering if this entire time, Toby is Cassius and Carnelia is somebody else. Either, I can't imagine who. Estelle's birth mother, maybe? For all we know, this ending, where Sister Carnelia, takes up a peaceful life and eventually gets assassinated, that is the fictionalized part. And for all we know, Toby, aka Cassius, and Carnelia actually ran away, had a family, and this Sister Carnelia, XP, had to run off to do some kind of important task. I don't know. I'm just spitballing right now. But that is my working theory right now. That Sister Carnelia is actually Cassius' story, and Carnelia is actually Estelle's mother. that is what I'm going to go with right now. We're going to keep on playing the game to see if any of that has any sort of bearing. Anywho, I guess I will just go back to the inn. We'll restore everything, and then I guess we'll just go right on to the final counter. Toby is you and Cornelia is your waifu? Oh my god. AQ was Cassius this entire time. An excellent choice of waifu, though. Wow. I'm looking at my Sepith, and I have a lot of it. Those sewers are some pretty solid training grounds. Alright. If there's nothing else for me, then I guess... Wait. I should have enough CP. I should have enough crafties to make it through the next fight. Welcome everyone to the Grand Arena. No, wait. I just realized. Is Carnelia the... Is Sister Carnelia actually Annalise? Because you just told me that Carnelia is your waifu. The next copy of the news is until after the tournament ends. The first missable in-game event is after that. Gotcha. Please note the tournament participants, yeah. Well, looks like we're still in the blue room. Good old blue. Looks like it's just us in here. The waiting room feels awfully big right now. Well, it actually is a pretty big room. Team sports events and circuses alike used to be held here. But that was back in a time when gladiators fighting monsters was the man's only source of entertainment. Interesting. I guess that would explain the size, if there were circus animals in here. I must say, it certainly doesn't measure up to an Imperial Opera House, but even so, it's about the size of an outdoor concert avenue, and that's certainly acceptable. Excuse us for being less gaudy than you Imperialists. I think we may have gotten here a little too early, though. We've still got a sizable chunk of time before the match starts. Really? Waiting around for your match to start really does get kind of boring. So why don't we walk around the grounds for a little bit then? Works for me! We're gonna go out for a walk, guys. Sure, let's make sure you're in time for the match. Oh no. Are we gonna get tarried? And then Zin and Olivier have to do the thing by themselves, and they're gonna lose? Well, what new turn of events is this? I thought for sure you'd go with them. I just get the feeling that something's changed between the two of them. Some type of step forward. Hello, Mr. Observant. I've definitely been feeling some pressure from the matches, but today, they seem a lot more relaxed. Oh, to be that young again, huh? But, are they ready for the feelings that will well up from within them? Even if they are not, the feelings are surely ready for them. Such delightful awkwardness. I look forward to what comes of it. I really don't get you. Is Zin finally starting to catch on to what Olivier actually is? Something wrong? You feeling alright? I'm okay. I just got the chills all of a sudden. Like someone is talking about us or plotting something. I think I can guess who that is. Alright, I guess we're walking around. We're turboing around. Hey, it's my buddies. A flashback. An accident that you had 3 months ago. Screwed up on the job and messed up pretty bad. Amnesia. He doesn't remember a thing about it. He was on the job 3 months ago. Something happened, and he doesn't remember why, and there's no explanation why he doesn't remember what happened. Physically, there isn't anything wrong with him. He feels a lot better just talking it over. Is that a reference to anything? Or is that going to become really important later on? That's interesting. Everyone else is just throwaway lines, but Kurt had an entire important sounding conversation. Oh, hello, Professor Alba. Estelle, Joshua. Professor, you came to watch us. But of course, you've always been such a big help to me. I owe you to at least that much. Thanks, Professor. But how'd you scrape together the mirror for a ticket? Well, that was a bit of a lucky break on my part, actually. The museum director had some sudden business to attend to, so he couldn't make it today. I'm here instead. Should have guessed you'd never be able to make it here out of your own pocket. Not that I would try, of course. I'm sure I could find a way if I put my mind to it. At any rate, I am here, and here I am. I will shout your names for sure. Knock 'em dead. Hello, Dorothy. The final fight, it's so exciting. Anybody else? Spectators! That's right. I remember in high school, I was in a play, and you know, it was part of a drama class. Oh, Estelle, Joshua, is that you? Mayor Klaus, what brings you here? It's good to see you both again. Sherazade told me that you'd gone traveling all over the kingdom. You've certainly grown up nicely in the time since we last met. Thank you very much. Well, I can't speak for myself, really. You certainly seem as chipper as ever, Mr. Mayor. It's kind of refreshing to see. Well, I won't let you young folk beat me just yet. So I hear that you two made it all the way to the championship in this big martial arts competition. I may be a little old for such things, but I came to watch. You came all the way from Roland for that? No. Actually, I got an invitation out to the blue to a dinner party at Grancel Castle. I only arrived in Grancel this morning, came by way of an airliner. No way. I think I get it. The invitation came from Duke Doonan, right? Oh, you know of it. I was originally planning to attend a birth ceremony for this married couple and their journey here, but this lady officer approached me out of nowhere and told me that I was invited to this dinner party. One guesses who that was. Yeah, it had to be Captain Almathea.
Sadly, my wife's just not much of the traveling sort, so I didn't have much choice but to come here by myself.
She's not here? Pardon me, ma'am. There is a chance that we may also be attending that dinner party.
Oh?
Yeah,
Ah, I see. Well, that explains it. It hardly seems appropriate to call for a dinner party when Her Majesty is taken ill. But if you two will be there, I might not feel quite so awkward. So that just means that you'll have to try that much harder to win.
Ha! You bet. We'll try our best to meet your expectations.
I think I'm going to find myself a seat then. Best of luck to the both of you.
I can't believe he's going to be at the dinner party too. You think Mayor Maybell will be there as well? It seems likely. There'll probably be a lot of influential people in attendance. Oh well, we just need to focus on winning our match, and then we'll see everyone there. Sounds good. Speaking of which, it's almost time. Let's return to the waiting room. Hi! So yeah, in my sophomore year of high school, I took drama as an elective, and the big finale of it was that we actually put on a performance in front of a live audience, and of course everyone's parents were there. But while I was doing it, I couldn't help but notice that there was a potato in one of the chairs, and there were a pair of glasses on it, like it was wearing the glasses. It was a spectator. Oh. It looks like the Duke and Colonel Richard are showing up together today. Indeed. Maybe he's here to watch his subordinates compete. Ah, well that's the Royal Army's darling of the public, eh? He's handsome enough, well-groomed. He looks like the capable sort. Yeah, I guess so. He doesn't seem to bear much resemblance to when I saw him in Bose. At least in terms of character. But what indeed can one do? I suppose that he is worthy of being considered a rival to the great Olivier Lenheim. I doubt he's worried about that. Looks like it's starting. We must apologize to everyone for the long wait. We now open the final day of the martial arts competition's full contact matches. This arena has been abuzz with preparations and fighting for the better part of a week now, and it all culminates right here, right now. Which team will seize ultimate victory this day? Without further ado, I present the fight card for this, the championship match. Southside, blue team, from the Calvard Republic, Captain is Zin. Northside, red team, from the Royal Army Intelligence Division, Special Forces, Captain is 2nd Lieutenant Lawrence. Ah, we're out here explaining the joke. Thank you. You're doing Adios's work. Alright, we're up. Finally. I trust everyone is ready to put everything into this. For tears or for laughter. This is it. Game faces, guys! Safety save. Woo! We're going cinematic right now. Man. You know what I realized? I just realized that Trails in the Sky has been doing 2D HD long before the Octopath Traveler came out. It just hit me right now that 2D HD is a lot less new than I thought, but it seems like Square Enix really dug their nails into it and made it their own trademark. Well, not trademark, but their own signature. There you go. Everyone we fought so far has been about as tough as Tapioca. That and half this team's a pair of rookies. I doubt they'd be able to stand up to us. Don't be so sure. Both of them are part of the Bracer Guild. Indeed. You've been reading up on them. Good. Now stay focused and don't underestimate them. Yes, sir. Okay, what are those guys grousing about over there? Just let them be, Estelle. If they're covering their faces like that, I can't imagine they have much in the way of self-confidence. Since they lack my dazzling good looks, there's probably a lot of sniping and backbiting in their ranks. The hell's that supposed to mean? Well, I mean, you know I'm considered very attractive to women. Second Lieutenant Lawrence, right? What is it, boy? Joshua? That's sword technique. No, never mind. Best of luck. And to you. Hey, don't let their talk get you all depressed. We're about to start. We now begin the final match of the martial arts competition. Both teams, go to your starting places. I did not put myself into a cross. Adios be with you. Ready? Begin! Final match, baby! Oh, look at this. Lawrence is going straight in. Alright, let's go ahead and, I can't flicker. Let's see. Flicker. Huh. Can you not delay Lawrence? Lawrence can't be delayed? That's terrifying. Alright, then I guess I'll delay you. And then I am going to... Let's see here. I'm gonna move Olivier over here. Okay. Let's see. You can start... Actually... Oh! I should have clocked up Estelle, now that I think about it. Oh well. You can buff yourself up. And Estelle will morale. Now Joshua is gonna nuke the ever-loving daylights out of these dudes. And then you're gonna nuke the ever-living daylights out of these dudes. You know what I like? I like that the word aura kind of sounds like the like you know how in fighters in Japanese culture they shout aura. So kind of fun how that works. Okay, so we got two special ops soldiers over here. So Lieutenant Lawrence has 6,000 health. Goodness me. All right, we're going to beat up on this one dude over here. There we go. And Olivier. Well, let's see if this can't. Okay, so a couple of them are still. Excuse me. What was that? What is this? He just calls ads of himself? Alright, I'm gonna put a white Gehenna right in front of us. And then Joshua will also put a white Gehenna in exactly the same place. Actually, he's gonna be back a little bit. So, Are all these Lawrences as powerful as the original? Sure seems that way. All right, let's Huh. Oh wait, I should have cured his condition there. Oh well. All right, let's go ahead and earth wall ourselves. Oh boy. Oh lord, he's casting Earth Guard. Okay, I have a feeling that I will not be able to cause any sort of status effects to characters. Maybe to the shadows. Alright, how much is this gonna do? That's a good amount of damage. Alright, Joshua, keep up with those white Gehennas. That's a lot of damage! Oh no. Everybody is getting knocked down. Oh, and they can heal as well. Alright. Let me see. So I need to really be wary of this dude. Alright. Clock up EX on Estelle so she can keep the earth balls up. I guess earth walling 2 characters is gonna have to work. Okay. That worked out for us. So, who is the guy that keeps on healing? I wanna, let's see, so, craft, flicker, oh wait, if I use flicker then I won't be able to use anything. So, I want to get their health down a little bit more. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and gonna hit this one shadow. Yeah, I'm gonna hit this shadow. I hope that Lawrence isn't going to summon more shadows. That would be highly unfortunate. I'm gonna guess that the shadows do not actually. No. I'm assuming that I can't taunt or cause any status effects to the shadows. But can Smite finish this one off? Oh, take him down! Alright, so Estelle is still sped up, pardon me. And, I guess we can split around some white Gehennas to get things going, to get some... Yeah. To get some damage out. Alright, so that takes care of the guard on that one. Oh, I wanted to, yeah, okay. So, the Lawrence Shadow, let's beat him up a little bit. Alright. Oh, Estelle has no CP. I was waiting for her turn so that she could, whatever. Oh. The shadows have very low defense. Gotcha. Alright, so Olivier. Temporary wind barrier, white Gehenna. Well, I guess we can just start going full aggro on this dude. Oh. Yeah, he sure likes healing himself, doesn't he? Alright. Let's get a Tira on Joshua. There we go, we're all up to full. And there's nothing left for... Yeah, there's not... Well, I guess you can clock up Olivier, so he casts a little faster. Okay. Now Joshua has absolutely nothing he can do aside from cast arts, so we're just gonna keep up like a hennas. Oh no. I'm gonna have one turn where someone's Oh, never mind! Got ahead of you. There's a guard on you. Alright, you get that clock up EX back on Estelle. And you know what? I guess you can clock up Joshua as well. Alright. What are the chances that... Oh, yeah, that's the one guard. Didn't need to waste anything big. Lawrence did this during his fight with Agate, if I remember. Clearly I don't. I just thought maybe it was 2 other people. Okay. So, we can... So how much damage is a... Well, without morale, it won't amount to much. Oh, you're preparing your arts, are you? Would be a shame if someone were to interrupt it. Ow. Still, give us some morale, please. And you need to gather up some more stuff there. And unfortunately, Flicker isn't going to delay you, and you wouldn't get delayed either way. Alright, you're going to use some arts. Are you going to be healing yourself? So how much damage is a regular attack going to do? 129. Not a whole lot. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Yeah, looks like White Hen is just gonna have to be the play. Huh. When he's low on health, he just spams this stuff out, I guess. Oh yeah, White Hen is absolutely the play. None of my characters are built for physical attacks anyway, except for Zen. Goodness me. Alright, Joshua, nut tap him. And, yeah, everyone has strength. I've already used morale. So, yes, we'll go back to the earth walls. Pow! Haha. Wow. Does your speed go up when you're getting low? Love how he never seems to be he always is able to cast his arts before Olivier can interrupt him. Hard break. Cancels arts. I should have paid more attention to that. Anyways, take him down, Estelle! GG's. KO! Winner is Zen's team! It can't be. We're the best of the best that the special ops have to offer! How could we lose? Ugh, we're beaten. And I'm exhausted. Alright. Now, the winning team will be blessed with a few words from Duke Doonan. Representing the team will be Zin Vivek. Please come forward. Yes, sir. Oh, you look even bigger up close. Are all Easterners as huge as you? No, I'm a little outside of the ordinary. I just ate well, slept well, and trained diligently ever since I was very young. I'm the way I am because I tend to think about everything very carefully and deeply. I see! I like you, Zin. Allow me to present you with a prize of 100,000 Mira and the invitation to the dinner party. Thank you very much, sir. Wow, he actually gave us Miram. Whoop! Adios, shine her light and glory upon you and your friends, my beloved citizens. Let's hear a big round of applause for the victors. An interesting conclusion, I'd say. Lieutenant Lawrence, you truly have no shame. His Excellency must surely be ashamed to see his men beaten by such rabble. Was all that posturing just for show? I am indeed ashamed. Come now, Althea. You needn't criticize him so. Truth be told, I myself asked Lawrence to hold back. That much is clear. What? It would behoove any member of the Intelligence Division not to put all of his strength on display. And in that instance, it works to our benefit that the others win the championship. I see. His Grace, too, seems taken with the Easterner. He'll serve as an ample distraction. Still, it is a pity. If Lieutenant Schwartz or General Morgan had participated, the show would have been far more dynamic. Haha. Surely you jest, sir. If you truly wanted the tournament to be more dynamic, perhaps you should have participated yourself. The likes of Julia are no match for your strength, after all. I don't think quite that highly of my skill with the sword. I doubt I would be able to defeat the second lieutenant here if he fought as hard as he could either. Hardly, sir. I believe you somewhat overestimate my strength. I'm nothing but an unrefined former Jaeger in a soldier's uniform. Well, I beg to differ. I have confidence in my ability to judge the strength of others. And about the only person I can see being able to fight you on equal terms would be him. You mean Cassius, who is actually Lawrence, Toby, and Colonel Richard at the same time? Speaking of whom, his children will shortly be entering Gransel Castle. Shouldn't we be taking some sort of steps to deal with them? Leave them be. We'll honor the arrangement with the Duke. Besides, it's far too late for the Bracer Guild to cause any real trouble. But, sir... Lawrence, how far along would you gauge the plan's process? Just over 90%, sir. I am certain I will be able to guide you to our destination within the next few days. Excellent! And you don't fast approaches for this kingdom, and even if I must endure the stigma of treason, I shall pave the way for a glorious morrow. Whew. Now that was one hell of a fight. I had no clue the Lieutenant Lawrence was so freaking strong. Yes, I think we got lucky. Even now it's hard to believe. I don't like it. Huh? It's nothing. More importantly, that fancy shindig is supposed to be happening tonight. From what I understand, it's going to run late into the night, so they're setting up rooms for us. Ah, most generous of them. Rubbing shoulders with all those stuffed shirts is sure to chafe in the worst way in uncomfortable places. But dining, liberal, royal dining, the very prospect of such decadence. Ah, look at me. My mouth can barely contain itself. Where is my handkerchief? Ah, it's getting on your... Ugh, gross! It's good to see that you haven't lost your sense of perspective, Olivier. Indeed. Let us be off, then. Off to gorge our souls upon the 7 courses of courtly affection. Oh, that's the plan, is it? Well, fancy meeting you here.
Major Vander! You son of a bitch. You wander all over the place every damn day and leave me wondering what the hell you're up to. Have you gone completely mad? What possessed you to participate in a martial arts competition?
Oh, come now, my dear Mueller. There's no need to crease your lovely face with such an ill-tempered expression. After all, is it not true that good fortune comes to those who favor those around them with a smile?
I am smiling!
Is it me, or do you recognize that uniform? Yeah, that looks like Imperial military to me. Yeah, looks like it could be a tough one to take on in a fight, too.
I don't believe we've met. My name is Mueller. I was just recently appointed to the resident military office of the Erebonian Emissary. I've known this whack job for a very long time.
One might even call us schoolyard chums. Fret not over his dark demeanor. Without it, his presence would light up the room the way it does.
Okay, you really need to shut up now.
Right.
Now where was I? From the looks of things, this fellow has caused you some trouble. As a representative of the Erebonian Embassy, I sincerely apologize.
Oh, it's okay. He hasn't really been a bother.
For Estelle to go up to bat for Olivier?
Actually, he was a big help to us in the tournament. Olivier, did you deliberately try to keep your participation in the tournament a secret from the embassy? Oh, perish the thought. No. Rather, I simply never told them.
How is it any different from hiding it? But okay, fine. What's done is done. Now, though, we're going back to the embassy. Yes, you're coming with me.
Nani? Please do wait a moment. We've all been invited to a delightful, indeed wondrous dinner party.
Delightful and wondrous, eh? Sounds nice. Too bad you won't be attending. You're going to be confined to the embassy for a little while.
For real? On God?
When do I ever joke?
Oh, cruel fate. Truly you drive a knife into my very heart. The promise of this dinner party has been all that's helped me maintain my will to live.
You know, I actually feel kind of bad for him.
Is it really that big a deal if you'd let him go to the party?
What's your reasoning behind this?
I knew I could count on you. Ah, but how lovely a thing is true friendship. Such warmth and affection as opposed to the cruel frigidity of my schoolyard chum.
I don't think you folks really understand how serious this is. But try to picture this. A dinner party, populated by royalty and its influential guests from across the country. And also in attendance, an arrogant fool who never shuts his mouth because his foot is lodged so far into it. And if they found out that this uncouth imbecile was an Erebonian citizen...
My beautiful and gracious comrades, why have you suddenly fallen so silent? I am sorry, Olivier, but he does kind of have a point. Yeah, your usual behavior might not be appreciated in the royal castle.
Yeah, true. We wouldn't want to start an international incident, would we? You would turn on me so easily!
The war only ended 10 years ago. Relations between our countries can still be strained at times. You'll have to grin and bear it, Olivier.
Please, Mueller, hear me out. I'm sorry that I didn't say anything before. You know, when you...
This isn't a debate.
My dinner party! My royal cuisine! Zine, zine, zine.
Is this really okay? I can't say I really like it, but the facts are the facts.
Well, there's not much we can do about it now. We'll just have to enjoy ourselves twice as much in order to make up for him not being able to join us.
I can't... Yep, I was expecting that. Can't believe Olivier dies for a third time in the final chapter of Trails in the Sky FC. Oh well, guess you're right. Let's get our stuff together and go to Gransel Castle then. Well, I guess I can just position myself outside of the castle. Hey Fritz, I'll maybe be of service to you. Planning to stay somewhere else tonight? Yes, I've already been informed by Monsieur Elan. Congratulations on your championship victory. Please enjoy your excursion, with all your worries behind you. Wow, leave it to Elnan. Everything seems really nicely set up. Okay, do I have to talk to Elnan? Or do I just go straight to the castle? Oh yeah, and I have to report that monster elimination.
First class! Oh yes, baby!
And I exterminated all the big monsters too. Gladiator belt accessory as a perk. The victory was quite a sight to behold. We wouldn't be able to take him on again. Some say victory is equal parts effort and luck, but it seems like the two of you have discovered some secret third influence. With each passing day, one's skills are further own. As time passes, you'll grow into that victory and realize you truly did earn it. You think so? Yay! I really like your pep talks. Well done in the arena, and good luck tonight at the victory banquet as well. Thanks, we'll need it. Alright. So now we're in the North Block. And right north of here, I don't know if there's going to be a cutscene after we do this, but all I know is that I am giving the Gladiator belt to Zin. CP automatically recovers during battle. Let's go. It only makes sense that Zin gets the Gladiator stuff, doesn't it? Well, we will see what happens in the banquet next time. Well, too bad. I'm not moving for anything. Wait, is this guy gonna actually get through Joshua? Oh yeah. It's gonna be. Can I get the new Nibral news now? Or do I have to go through with the banquet first? Either way, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me for the last half of this tournament arc. It was quite riveting, quite invigorating. It's probably after. Oh! We'll figure it out next time. So thank you for joining me in this leg of the journey. AQ, Solaris, James, and David, of course. Matthew, for stopping on by, always appreciated. Moderator Katone, you're always lurking. And thank you if you're watching this stream as a VOD. So you know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment, ring the bell, join the Discord. It is in the description. It'll let you know when the next stream comes up. And next time, we're gonna partay at the main castle of Gransel. Until then, I'm out.